In the quiet suburban town of Millwood, there stood an old Victorian house that had been abandoned for years. Many believed it to be cursed, and rumors of paranormal activity and haunting had circulated for decades. Despite this, a young couple, Adam and Sarah, had decided to purchase the house and fix it up as their new home. As soon as they moved in, strange things began to happen. Objects would move on their own, doors would slam shut, and unexplainable noises could be heard throughout the night. Initially, Adam and Sarah brushed these incidents off as mere quirks of an old house. However, things quickly escalated. One day, while cleaning out the attic, Sarah stumbled upon an old doll. It was worn and tattered, but had a strange aura about it. The doll's name was Annabelle, and it seemed to be the source of the paranormal activity in the house. Adam and Sarah tried to dispose of the doll, but it always found its way back to the house. They soon realized that Annabelle was possessed by an evil entity, and that they were in grave danger. As the days went on, the paranormal activity grew more intense. The couple would wake up to find scratches on their bodies, and strange symbols etched into the walls. They tried to seek help from paranormal experts, but none of them could rid the house of Annabelle's presence. One night, Adam woke up to find the doll standing at the foot of their bed. Its eyes seemed to glow with a malevolent energy, and Adam knew that they had to leave the house immediately. As they fled the house, they could hear Annabelle's laughter echoing through the halls. After that night, Adam and Sarah never returned to the house again. The house remains empty, and the legend of Annabelle lives on as a warning to those who dare to venture into its walls. Despite leaving the house, Adam and Sarah found that they couldn't escape the terror that Annabelle had unleashed upon them. They began experiencing nightmares and hallucinations, and the doll seemed to follow them wherever they went. Desperate for help, they turned to a renowned paranormal investigator named Ed Warren, who had dealt with similar cases in the past. Ed and his wife Lorraine arrived at the couple's home to investigate the doll and the haunting. Upon examining Annabelle, Lorraine sensed a dark energy emanating from the doll, and warned Adam and Sarah that they had to get rid of it immediately. She revealed that the doll was not possessed by a ghost, but by a powerful demonic entity that was using the doll as a conduit to enter the human world. The Warrens agreed to take the doll with them to their occult museum, where they kept it locked away in a glass case. However, even then, strange things continued to happen around the doll, and many believed that the entity was still trying to break free. Years later, the Warrens' occult museum was destroyed in a fire, and many of the artifacts, including Annabelle, were lost. Some say that the doll still exists, and that it continues to haunt those who cross its path. As for Adam and Sarah, they never fully recovered from the trauma they experienced in the house. They moved to a different town and tried to put the horror behind them. But they could never forget the fear they felt when they first encountered Annabelle, and the knowledge that something evil was still out there, waiting to be unleashed.